This show is spontaneous. Our researchers are asking members of the studio audience if they'd like to join in the show by asking me a question, either one of their own or one we can supply. And then we just shuffle them up and hope for the best. Wish me luck. Music will switch off your deaf aids by, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Very good to be back with you. What do you think of the jacket? You like the jacket? I don't know. It never looks like, when you put it on, it doesn't look like it did when you saw it in the catalogue, does it? I don't know. What a grim week for topical jokes it is anyway. The European slaughter programme continued. First Scotland, then Holland, now Spain. Yes! It was great to see something in a Spanish net other than our bloody fish. One psychologist said that England doing well at football gives us all a love boost. Explains why I haven't had my leg over since 1966. And scientists in Cambridge claim to have found a cure for mad cow disease. Ah, yeah, so there may be another series of That's Life after all. Because yesterday was the longest day of the year. It certainly was if you were in waiting for the postman. Yeah, now we all know how Princess Di feels, suffering from a royal mail that fails to deliver what it legally promises. Oh, yes. Stick it to them, Bob. Tell it like it is. I can't seem to get royal affairs off my mind, you know. I saw that headline, Dickie Bird bows out, and I thought, blimey, Camilla's dumped Charles. And Prince William, he was 14 yesterday. And Diana didn't join in his birthday tea because, well, she wrote him a card, but after she'd licked the envelope, she was full up. Actually, she was in Rome, wasn't she? She was in Rome, and she was greeted by cries of Bullissima. Bullissima, indeed. If they're going to mention her eating disorder, they could at least pronounce it correctly. I never heard such a thing. Another big show, the horse racing fashion event of the year, with women who know they're beautiful and some who just think they're beautiful, which is why they call it Ascot, because of the old boilers. Fergie's financial advisor, what's his name? John Bryan. He's heading for possible bankruptcy. He was on Sky News. He said, my bandwagon's all out of gas. And I'm thinking, well, John, you always were a sucker for a tow. Boris, buy me another Yeltsin's been in the headlines again. Russian hardliners are trying to topple him. What's the point? He can manage that all by himself. and finally, Madonna and Child. It's on the way. Madonna. Not long to wait. Do you know something? I think she's going to have quintuplets. I do. Look, I read in the paper that quintuplets only happen once every 2 million times. And Madonna must have done it. Could I have a first question, please?
What's in your glass, Bob, and what does it do for you?
You mean this glass here? Honestly, this is tap water. I am drinking as much as I can while I can still get it, because you know there are another 4 sunny days in this country. And there's going to be some water company executive earning his $250,000 a month by telling us to cement over our gardens and take a bath with a fat friend and drink our own urine. You know, if we actually want to... If we want to find out if there's a Loch Ness monster in Loch Ness, all we need to do is give Loch Ness to the Yorkshire Water PLC company and it'll be empty in a year. Why do we spend millions of pounds importing millions of gallons of H2O from France? Why? All in fancy bottles. You know, what's that margarine called? I can't believe it's not butter. Perrier should change their name to I can't believe I just spent 67 pence on a drink of water. Because why do we buy it? Because it's got fancy labels on it. And then it says, oh, it's crystal clear from the mountain springs that sparkle in the pure air of the French Alps. Don't you get a gut feeling there's some fellow behind a garage in Swindon with a hose filling this? They're playing us for mugs. The British public, I'm ashamed of the British public. Queuing up at checkouts in supermarkets up and down the country to pay 84 pence for 2 litres of water just because it's called Evian. Am I the only person in the country who's noticed that Evian, spelled backwards, is naive? May I have another question, please?
Good evening, Bob.
Good
Are
evening.
you religious?
Am I religious? Well, I don't think you have to believe every word that's in the Bible, but you have to respect the men who typed that stuff. Because I grew up Church of England, I suppose. You say, or you say C of E. I went to a Church of England school. The headmaster was an atheist, which was really weird at Christmas because we set up a nativity scene, but all the characters looked sceptical. I think it's wonderful from a religious point of view that women can be priests. I feel much more comfortable confessing my sins to a woman. I suppose I've had much more practice at doing that. Still, there are male priests who object to the ordaining of female priests. I suppose they feel that putting on a long dress and falling in love with choir boys is men's work. Another question, please.
Does anything really scare you, Bob? Anything really scare you?
You mean something that makes... I
Really?
think what could happen, what might happen to me in the dentist. I mean, it doesn't happen, but I'm always afraid, and I won't let them use pentothal as an anaesthetic, because sodium pentothal is the truth drug. It's the truth drug. They used to give it to spies during the Cold War to make them blurt out the truth. Now, supposing your dentist is an unattractive man, you know, he's standing there, he's got all those needles and hooks and bits there, little torture instruments, and you're lying there at his mercy. It doesn't seem to me that's the ideal moment to say, goodness me, you have bad breath and thick nasal hair. In addition to being fat, ugly and bald and boring, you big-nosed sadistic bastard. Bad moment. Don't want to tell the truth. Another question, please.
At the end of the lottery, Bob, you rip up your tickets. Don't you ever check the numbers?
I do rip up a ticket at the end of the National Lottery Live, that's true. But it's my ticket from the previous Saturday, the one I know has failed. I never rip up a winning line. I've never had a winning line. I don't want to have a winning line. Every week I go to the same place. I guess we all go to the same place usually to buy our tickets. And this man annoys me. And I go into a shop and I buy a ticket, and he always says the same thing. He says, I have a better chance of being struck by lightning than you have of winning the lottery. And I said, well, you have your dream and I have mine. You know what it is about? You got me off on this subject now, madam. The thing that annoys me, does it annoy you? When somebody wins, I don't know, 6 million quid or something, I say, it's not going to change my life. Well, take the money back then if you're not going to take it back. No, have it, take it back. It amazes me, actually, that the audience gets as excited as they do on the National Lottery Live, because there it is, what is it? It's 15 minutes of fragile hope that this will be the night, followed by that inevitable disappointment. Well, I've had that every Saturday night for 20 years of my life. Another question, please.
Bob,
Sir.
we know you're a winner, but what makes you a sinner?
We've been listening to my catchphrases. Lord, I know I'm a sinner, but make me a winner. Yes, I have said that every week on the National Lottery. I think what made me a sinner really was infidelity. I think I was, no, not with my second marriage. My first marriage, I was unfaithful. I didn't want to get divorced. And many religions forbid divorce. They command married couples to stay together through anger, hatred, and festering misery, just as God intended. But in my first marriage, did I mention I was married to a woman, by the way? I was married to a woman. And I want to get that cleared up, because I love women. I love women. I think women are probably the #1 reason that I'm not a homosexual. And, well... OK, I had sex with a man once, but I really needed the lift. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm kidding, I didn't really need the lift. But throughout my life as an adolescent and as an adult, whenever I've seen two men kissing, I always thought, oh, great, there's 2 more women for me. And I must admit, I did stray quite a lot during my first marriage. The naughtiest affair I had, I suppose, was with what they used to call an air stewardess. They're flight attendants now, I think, that's PC. But she was overtrained. I can see her now, sitting up on the bed. I was coming out of the hotel bathroom, and she couldn't snap out of the job. She said, welcome to the bed. Please ensure the bedroom door remains closed at all times. Extinguish your cigarettes. Place my seat in an upright position and prepare for takeoff. Do not attempt to exit until we both come to a complete standstill. What she meant when she said, place over the nose and mouth and breathe normally, has nothing to do with you. Thank you. Another question, please.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
I know you're a great film fan, but what ones have you enjoyed the most that have been made this year?
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, Babe. Has anyone seen Babe? Isn't it wonderful? It's all about a talking pig. And, to my surprise, a talking sheep. A talking sheep! Talk about the farmer's worst nightmare. Oh, dear.
Bob,
Yes, sir.
can middle-age spread be prevented?
Do you know, you're going to hate me for this answer, but I am one of those people who can eat as much as they like of anything they want to eat and just get really fat. I went on a diet again. I had to lose some weight again. The doctor said, you've got to lose some weight. So now I go on this diet, and it makes you so irritable. And I couldn't eat anything. By midnight, I was starving. Went to bed, I'm going to bed hungry. So I looked up the diet sheet to see what I could have. And do you know what I had? I found myself having non-fat, sugar-free, low-calorie frozen yogurt with no artificial flavouring or colouring. Why? What's the point? Why bother? I mean, what did I eat? Basically, I had a bowl full of cold. I could just about open the freezer and go, suck it in. I'll pack that in. I'm on a diet pill now. It's very good. It's very clever. It helps you lose weight by making you feel full, you know? Recommended dosage is 5,000 pills a day. Sir.
Hello, Bob.
Hi.
How would you like to die?
What, right now? Tonight? That's a tough question. It's a very good question. You see, neither medical science nor church can determine the exact point of death. They can't agree on the point of death. I think the point of death is it stops cluttering the world up with old people like me. That's the point. It's difficult for you when someone close to you dies, because you don't know whether to prop them up or just let them crash to the floor. You know, I'm sure you do know this, that there is a society in this country that helps you to die. It's called the NHS. And, you know, Japan is into suicide. In Japan, their best-selling book there, 2 years ago, for a whole year, the best-selling book was a manual of suicide. And did so well, they've put out a sequel to that this year called Can't You Do Anything Right? And in America, they've got this doctor. Have you read about this Dr. Kevorkian, the suicide doctor? And he helps people who want to die to do so. And I can't get over that name. They call him the suicide doctor. Isn't that a contradiction in terms, suicide doctor? I mean, aren't those two words mutually exclusive, like American intelligence? But he helps you to die. He's a suicide doctor. What's malpractice for this man? You live? I think death can be hilarious, as a matter of fact. I really do. I think it can be funny. I mean, if a man tries to hang himself with a bungee cord and he dies from bouncing his head on the ceiling, that's funny to me. That's funny. I think that's funny. I mean, you see one of those big posters for cruises, you know, and a whole scene is filled with the Pacific Ocean, millions and millions of gallons of water, and right in the middle is the cruise ship, right? And right under the cruise ship, there's a little blue patch, and that's a swimming pool. Listen to me. If you die by drowning in that swimming pool, don't expect me to keep a straight face. My grandfather used to say that he wanted to die making love to a woman. Oh, typical male fantasy, classic female nightmare. Can you imagine what that would be like for a woman? She's enjoying Congress with this man, and suddenly, pop, out goes his light. She's going to feel guilty. She's going to feel a woman is so emotional about this thing and giving and compassionate. She's never going to have sex again. The rest of her life she's going to go, oh, no, that was dreadful. What I did was terrible. But if that happened to a man, if he's making love to a woman and she suddenly expires, he's going to go on the rest of his life saying, yeah, I'll go to bed with you, darling, but I better warn you first, I'm bloody lethal. True, isn't it? Men are pigs. Well, I am anyway. Sir?
Bob, I'm getting married in 3 weeks' time.
Do you have any advice on how I can keep my wife happy on our honeymoon?
Oh, bless you. You're asking the wrong man, you know. Oh, gosh. I have never been successful with women. I really can't advise you. I've never, well, yes, once. I met a feminist prostitute who insisted on paying half. That was good. That's once, yeah. Even as a kid, I never learned, really. When I was about 14, you know, that's when a boy discovers that his favourite toy is no longer his teddy bear. And I was 14, I was locked in. I thought I had locked my bedroom door, but I found I hadn't. And my mother walked in my bedroom, found me doing something I shouldn't have been doing, and she said, you keep that up, you'll go blind. Because I was trying to poke my eyes out with a stick, you see. I couldn't get into conversation with girls when I was adolescent. When I was 17, I came up with a scheme. I mean, it sounds harebrained now, but at the time I thought it was quite good. I got hold of some very powerful, small industrial magnets, and I sewed them in a little sort of oval, a little around the fly of my trousers. And then I posed thus on a stool in the bar of the local dance hall, like that, hoping that a girl would come by with a number of metal rings on her finger. Entering my field of magnetism, her hand would fly into my fly, as it were, and this would be an elegant way of striking up a conversation. Well, I must have been looking the other way when the short man with braces on his teeth came by. This pretty woman from North Carolina rated very highly on the series with you last year, and she's returned from New York to do it again. Her recent chart hits with Feel Like Making Love with Heatwave and Daydreaming with Robotics. Her new album will be released soon, but she's free right now. This will be Jocelyn Brown.
Everlasting love, this will be the one I've been waiting for. This will be the first time anyone has loved me. Ooh, I'm so glad you found me in time. I'm so glad that you rectified my mind. This will be an everlasting love for me. So kind of wonderful because you showed me just how much you cared. You've given me the thrill of a lifetime and made me believe you got more thrills to spare, cause this will be an everlasting love. Oh, yes it will. Woo. You brought a lot of sunshine into my life. You fill me with happiness I never knew. You gave me more joy than I ever dreamed of. No one can take the place of you. This will be you and me. Yes, sirree. Eternally. Hugging and squeezing and kissing and planning together forever through rain and whatever. Yeah, you and me. So long as I'm living to love, I'll be giving to you. Be certain, cause you're by my side, baby. Hey. This will be an everlasting love. This will be the one I've been waiting for. This will be the first time anyone has loved me.
Jocelyn Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, here's where you and I put me on the spot. we reverse things a little bit. Our researchers pass through our studio audience, ladies and gentlemen, asking for subject that they'd like me to talk about. And I have about 8 subjects here. So would you indicate by applause which of these subjects you'd like me to talk about? Hockey. Nothing? Okay. Butchers. Nudity. Fishing. In the garden. On the loo. Oh, what a lot. Helicopters. Hotel sex. We have 3 winners, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, hotel sex. Kick off with that, I guess. I did stay at a sleazy hotel once where I phoned down for a sandwich and they sent up 2 hookers. And I stayed at a very, very posh hotel. I mean, really fantastically posh in Park Lane. It was so expensive, the complimentary breakfast was £29.95. But they were very complimentary. They said, "You look terrific eating that, sir." I like to sleep in the nude. I like to sleep in the nude, which is all right, except for those really long flights. And I travelled recently to Barbados on Concorde. And do you know, on Concorde, I don't know if you know this, they have real silver and real china. Well, we haven't got that at home. We have now. And I was on my own in the Sandy Lane Hotel, which is a very famous hotel in Barbados, and they have big beds with 3 pillows. 3 pillows in a row. 3 pillows in a row. Well, who's going to get that lucky? Hotel sex. I went all around the hotel trying to find 2 women who would be interested in sharing a pillow. 1 each. You me in the middle. No like. No hotel sex. The housemaid said to me, "Would you like me to turn down your bed?" I said, "You might as well. Every other woman in the place has." It's a very nice hotel, but it is a little bit snooty. I was there once with my wife. We were celebrating our wedding anniversary, and I said to the head waiter, he was very like this, I said, "I'd like the crab toasted." And he raised a glass of wine to my wife and said, "Your health, madame." You know what I hate? I really hate about hotels. Always have the soap. That awful little thing like a Tune's throat lozenge that they give you. I shouldn't grumble because one of those tiny little bits of soap was responsible for one of the most magical and enchanting visions I've ever had in my life. I'll tell you what happened. I am in the shower with this little bit of soap, this is some years ago, and I'm sudsing up a nipple and I'm thinking, this is going to take some time. And I'm beginning to use this tiny piece of soap to cleanse my nether regions, and I'm soaping around the back here, and suddenly... It's disappeared, the soap has disappeared. So I haven't got time to wonder about that. So I rinse and I dry and I get dressed and I go to have meal, I have dinner, I go on to the club where I was doing my cabaret, I do my cabaret act, I go into the bar. I meet a woman, she likes me, I like her. We both go back to the hotel. We both go back to the hotel, we go up to my room, and she says, "Don't put the light on, I'll undress in the dark." So I say, "Okay, I don't put the light on." She undresses in the dark, I undress in the dark, and I'm just going over to get into bed when I think, well, a little illumination would be okay. So I lean forward to pull back the curtains. I lean forward to pull back the curtains. At that moment, at the moment when you least want it to happen, it may be the leaning, I don't know, exerts a certain pressure, and from one of my lower body cavities, I'm trying to put this delicately, please, I expelled a very large quantity of vapor. And I thought, well, that's kettled the romance, she won't like that. But do you know, she never even noticed because she was transfixed by the vision of a room full of moonlit bubbles. Now, here's where anyone in the audience can give me a start word, someone else can give me an end word that has no apparent connection with the start word, and then I have to connect the 2 random words against the clock by way of as many gags as I can, and to make this harder this year, I'll ask for a 3rd middle word, and I'll try and weave that into the chain as I go along. And we call this Bob's Comedy Connection. What I need is, if you have a start word for me, it could be any word at all as long as it's in the English dictionary. Put up your hand, and if any word I will accept from any member of the audience. It must be at random. I don't know what it's going to be. That's quite important. If you have a word for me.
Apple.
Apple. All right, apple it is, apple. Now I need an end word, a word to finish on, and you've already spoken to me, so I'll go to someone who hasn't spoken to me before. The gentleman in the tie and jacket there.
Anaconda, Bob.
Anaconda. I can see no obvious connection between apple and anaconda. Now I need a middle word, a centre word by which I have to go.
Pollution at the seaside.
Pollution at the seaside. That's a long word. That's a hyphenated. Is that hyphenated? Connect apple with anaconda by way of seaside or pollution. Here we go. An apple is good for you if it's red or if it's green. That sounds like colour prejudice. I'm sorry about that. It sounds like bigotry. Now, bigotry is what an Italian says when he sees a Canadian redwood. Oh, what a bigotry. That's a bigotry. Colour prejudice is something you don't want to know about. Really, colour prejudice is a pigment of your imagination. But it's a point of view. View is an aspect. You get your aspect if you bend over in a hen run. Yeah. Oh, right. That's what's known as getting henpecked. Henpecked is a husband who's afraid to tell his pregnant wife that he's sterile. That's henpecked for you. He's afraid. Afraid is a fear. Fear is a phobia. Phobia is when you're really scared of something. A fear of spiders is arachnophobia. A fear of train spotters is anarachnophobia. Train spotters, spot. X marks the spot. In Roman numerals, X is 10. X is 10. X is 10 is the phrase that was used as the basis for the famous French philosophical movement, existentialists. Existentialists. X is 10, existentialists. I didn't think so either. Okay, let's go back to the French movement. A movement is a motion. Going through the motions. That's what someone would have to do if they were inspecting pollution at the seaside. You'd be going through the motions. Would it be easier to use a public toilet if you had eaten convenience foods? Convenience food at the seaside, let's say at the seaside, is ice cream, usually, isn't it? What's that American ice cream that's come over recently? Haagen-Dazs. Americans call it Haagen-Dazs because they eat it like a Haagen-Dazs out without paying. And that makes you smile. Ice cream makes you smile. It makes you beam. It makes you broaden the beam as well. And a beam is a girder. A girder is a joist. A joist is a girder. Girder, an anagram of girder is dirge. A dirge is a sad song. I like a happy song, like Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, which was sung by Monty Python, not Anaconda.
A slightly earlier start for Bob next week on BBC One, 9:15.